Hi everyone, welcome to OP Digital Blueprint, Unveiling Success. We're joined today by our good friend Francine. Red will be along in a little bit. He's a little bit tied up, but obviously we've got our stalwart here, Collins. So we're going to chat about today about the future and what we need to do to kind of prepare. So I'm going to pass the buck straight across to Collins for him to give us some ideas. Away you go, sir.
Thank you, Andy. We are here again. Welcome, Francine.
Thank
This
you.
is good to see you here. It's really great every time to see others in. And I think Gina Liva is also not feeling well, so she couldn't be with us today. Yeah, so we're just here to chat. The whole of this week I've been thinking a lot, reading through the back office, the OES, read a lot of stuff, just going through old news, because sometimes when you read, you see things, you skip them, so you don't even pay attention. But when you read it again and again, you say, wow, I didn't say this. I've seen something. Okay, I see what it means. The way I've seen old news is just about preparing, as it's just preparing us, for what is to come. And I read some of the things I saw, like, it's like repetition of stuff. One or two, like you go to one old news, you see something, and then you go back, wow, I saw it here, but why is Ash saying this always? So I picked one thing: the road ahead is open. And then the last update, just the little one, the hashtag two. He said the road ahead is filled with opportunities. The road ahead is open. The last one, the road ahead is filled with opportunities. So I started thinking about this, pondering about it. It means already Ash, as the CEO, knows where we are going. He can see the opportunities. He can see things that we don't see. Like Red said today, though we don't see him, but he is busy, really busy. He said the good days, even I mentioned, I said, the best is not behind us, it is about to be revealed. The best is not behind us. So we can't say the best is gone. The best is about to be revealed. The best is filled with opportunities. So I started asking myself, with all of this message I've read from O News 1 to O News 10, how prepared am I? Am I reading with understanding or zero understanding? Or am I waiting for it to take me by surprise? Then I started like sitting there confused, don't know what to do. Or am I really understanding where Ash is driven to? This is the question we can ask ourselves, all of us. How prepared are you? Now they are telling you the road ahead is filled with opportunities. How prepared are you? Are you reading it keenly from O News 1? Underline every statement, analyze every statement in your own way. You don't need to explain it, but just analyze it, ponder on it. Ask yourself why Ash is making this statement. He's talking about calm waters. We can see it clearly now. It means things happen, when they were like going through turbulence. Ash will always come out and say something. But now the excitement on his write-up is really crazy. It's amazing, because you can really see that there is excitement in everything Ash is doing, and there is excitement in every step that he wants to lead the company to, which is really beautiful. But now, how do you prepare for it? Do you take it as a pinch of salt, or are you really prepared? How prepared are you? Do you understand what he is saying? What if Ash opened the door today? How will you start? I know he will give us a lot of information, but there are so much information in those old news, which we take it for granted. But you can see that it is just that close. How soon or when, we don't know. But if you ask me, I would say from all the write-up, it is that close, really, really close. And he said it's about to be revealed. Just that about to be revealed is a big statement. If I come to you, Sister Francine, and I said, my mission is about to be revealed, what will you think? Because if I know it's not about to be revealed, I will not come and say it. I will never say anything if I'm not sure. But if I tell you it is clear and it is about to be revealed, it means it is already there. It's just a matter of time. Somebody will say, how soon? You know, the problem is not how soon. It's about how prepared are you after receiving all this message. How prepared are me, myself? How prepared is Andy? Because I know many of us will sit and then it will come, flash like this, pass in front of our own eyes and disappear. And by the time we turn, like remember when I shut the door? Remember when I shut the door, I said it will never happen again. The door was closed and that was it. How prepared are you so that these big, bold, shared dreams will not pass you by? The new vehicle that we are about to ride on will not pass you by. How prepared are you? Are you the one who sit and still mourn, crying on a broken car, which is good for the museum, or are you prepared to ride on that new vehicle? How prepared are you? Are you paying attention on your OES, O news? Are you reading them, you know, underlining every statement, making sense of it? Or are you just sitting, being like the person who say, oh, I don't care. And then you come after and ask questions that nobody can even answer you. Because there are times that you see questions and you ask yourself, where have you been? You know, that's what I used to read when I read sometimes all of the little groups that I am in. I'll ask myself, but where have you been? It's like you are really outdated. So sometimes this is the time we have to wake up. If you are a sleeping person, or you say, all right, I have a lot of things to do, you have 24 hours a day. You cannot say 15 minutes is not enough to just go to that OES, log in, read one or two sentences, or just one news, go, come news, you go, or you just want to wait, accumulate everything, read it, like someone who is preparing for an exam, he said, I'll wait until the final day, read everything. You will fail. But when you start to take it bit by bit, page 1, page 2, page 3, understand it, you know, try it, go, you will see it. You by the time you get to it, it's already easy. It's like you've already passed. We just need to prepare ourselves by paying attention on our OES, reading it, you know, looking at it and ask yourself, but what does this really mean? What does it really mean? What is us trying to say? The big, boat, beautiful dream is about to be revealed. You know, good days is in front of us, it's not behind us. So I will leave it there, Andy. I can talk about this until I go crazy. Let me just leave for you to chime in, Mr. Francis, or just hang on.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Collins. Francine, obviously you've heard what Collins has had to say. What would you like to add to that? I'm sure you've got something you'd love to add.
Thank you very much for having me here today, Collins and Andy. I'm so pleased to be with you guys. And, you know, I'm so happy to hear what Collins just said, because we had our voyager avec nous today, and we were saying almost the same thing. If you have followed the process, all the process we have gone through, at this stage, you could feel the excitement of something which is coming. And we have that excitement because our CEO himself, we feel him much free. We feel him happy to give whatever he has been preparing during very hard time, because we can't avoid to talk about that. And for me, that period has been a period of preparation, because you don't have great things popping from nowhere. It has gone through a process, and all of us, we have been in that process with our CEO. We have lived all these experiences, and during that time, We had already the questions every time, are you ready? What it means to be ready. Have you captured really the vision of Ashmofare? This is the first question we have to ask ourselves, right? If we have captured that vision, it means we have to do whatever it takes to align with it in order for us to have a result. At the end of the day, we are looking for a result. That result is financial, of course, because we are working for money. If you put in place a company, it's because you want that company to be successful and you want to get money out of it. But most importantly, when I'm talking about the vision, it means we want to do something for humanity. How ready am I to fit in that vision Mr. Mufare had? How excited am I to change things around me? And being ready means we are working on those things on a daily basis. We open our eyes as well as our heart, and we do things that will enable us be operational as soon as the doors are opened. You cannot just be waiting when you hear, because you haven't read it somewhere. You have not made the effort to go to your computer, turn on your OES, and get the message from yourself. So it's really important so that we can appropriate this company to each one of us. It's our responsibility if we have understood the vision of Mr. Ashmofare. So we appropriate ourselves with this project and we work within the project alongside with him, because he's the only captain. He knows exactly how that vision took health in himself, how that vision become embodied in himself, and he's transferring it to each one of us. The thing I would like to say also is that each one is writing his own story. My story is not that of Collins, neither that of Andy. If I don't take a pen and sit down and take a paper and write chapter 1, there will be no chapter 1 for me. And I cannot come tomorrow and ask Andy, please, can I see your chapter 1? Because we are unique. So each one of us has to write his own story. So let's take our pen, sit down and reflect on the way we did so far and where we want exactly to be. When do we want to be there? Because that road won't be the same for each and every one. Oh no. The road Ashmofare did till today has nothing to do with what me, for instance, I can even imagine. And he's not asking us to do the same road he did. He's asking each one of us to do his road and to just achieve the mission to help humanity be uplifted. How do I see it? And it's very beautiful because we are global. And each one of us will bring his small piece and add to it in order for that mission to be the very best and beautiful we have ever seen. Because no one in this particular sector of activity has ever done that. It's a very beautiful dream we have, a very beautiful project we have in hands. So I call on those who are not yet inside the company to really be careful and follow what is coming, because once the doors are open, please get inside and know the story you have been writing. Then you will have the means to deliver that story. It's our story. So let us start writing our story. and get inside the new bus, because we do have a very brand new bus. And the beauty is that Mr. Mufare consulted us before. He bought that new one, brand new. And I am so excited because I want to be in. I will be sitting on the first chair, following how Mr. Mufare is driving, telling him, you know, there is a light ahead, please, you know. So I'm saying this to smile, but it's very serious. What we are doing is serious and beautiful. And let us enter this project with a very open heart. But let us know that not only one person has to work. Each one of us has to do his part in order for the project to be successful. So maybe I will leave it here. And thank you again for having me.
Thank you for coming, Francine. We're not finished with you yet, so don't worry. Don't want you to go anywhere. That was great. Thank you. This is it. This is great. I mean, you know, the road ahead is open and filled with opportunity. We know that. We have seen a small glimpse of what's almost to come, you could say, because we have seen what the tech team are capable of. Now, bearing in mind he has a new team, and this team is even better than the last, you could say, because at the end of the day, they're already starting to create things. But I've used this phrase on numerous occasions in the past. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Francine, you made an exceptional point. And one thing that I truly believe in is writing down and preparing your goals and what you wish to achieve from this. The key is, if you've got something in your hand that says, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to achieve, this is what I would like to have in my life, this is where I would like to travel to, whatever it might be, this opportunity is going to give you that opportunity, that side of life that perhaps many of us haven't seen before, because we continuously work. And I know what that's like, don't get me wrong. But bottom line is, this is time to, if you like, reflect. Reflect on what it is that you want out of this. Now, Francine made a very good point about the fact that our CEO is there to help us and wants to help humanity. And yes, we all joined this initially because we all wanted some of that. We all wanted a little bit of the cash to be able to float around. But there comes a point where you go, do you know what? I've got enough. And once you reach that point, it's what are you going to do with the rest? Ash is always said, fill your boots first, fill your containers to overflowing, and then you'll be able to help others. And this is where it gets to. So this proper prior planning side of things is ideal for that. It gives you yourself an idea of exactly what it is that you want to try and achieve, whether it's to help an orphanage or build a church or house veterans or bring hidden technologies to the forefront so that everyone can take advantage. There are lots and lots of opportunities here that we could take advantage of, or we would be in a position to be able to help others with. But you have to be prepared. You have to be ready. And we know Ash wants to get to stage 10 before he tells us about stage 1. Now that means they're so far further forward than we thought, because he's only going to tell us about stage 1. We all know what happened last time when he tells us information. Everything's twisted. Not doing that this time. So this time we're going to get to a very different place, and we're going to get there once this thing starts much quicker, I believe. Now, it doesn't mean to say that you're going to earn cash from day one. It doesn't work like that. It means that with a little hard work and a little proper preparation, you could get to the income that you desire within a relatively short period of time. Now, what is a relatively short period of time? A month, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Everybody, as Francine quite rightly points out, everybody has a different perspective. If you want to get there in a month, you know you've got to plan properly. And Collins has got some perfect points here. We need to go back and reread because we miss things. We're humans. Everybody misses things. Write it down, take it out, cut and paste it into or copy and paste it into a Word document and read it and reread it, or even better, print it out. Some of you can't do that. I get that, but just reread it and understand what's coming. You know, we've been excited before, but I'll tell you what, I am more excited now than I ever have been because, and I've said this many times already, when we know what's gone on in the past and you've got guys that are coming to Ash and saying, I see your vision, I want to work with you, that is something really very special. And we've got rid of all the rubbish in the background. So guys, this is it. This is the time to properly prepare. Collins, any further thoughts before we close today? I'm sure Red was going to come along, but he's obviously stuck at the shops.
Yeah, Andy, thank you. Whilst you and Francine were speaking, a lot of thoughts came in my head. I was just like thinking a lot, and the first thing that came in my mind is, who do you surround yourself with? Do you surround yourself with people who have the same mindset like you, positive mindset? People who really understand what Mr. Ash Mofara wants to achieve. These are the kind of people I want to surround myself with. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm happy. That's why I'm happy every day. Because I try to surround myself with people who think the same like me. When I joined, this company, what was my expectation? The expectation was really massive. One, the first that came in my mind, I know it will not be easy to achieve it. Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, we just can't see you.
You can see me. What happened with my... All right. Sometimes it just go off like that. I don't know, but I'll keep on talking. Or let me just pop in and come back in. Andy, take it from me.
No problem.
I'll just come in, go out and come back in.
Okay, thanks, Collins. Francine, I'm sure you'd like to add a few more bits and pieces based on what we've both said.
Yes, of course, we do have a lot to share, and it's almost time now for us to realize that we have come very long way, and what is coming now is more reassuring. Whenever, as Colin said it so rightly, when you go to the OES and you read the messages, those messages speaks concretely. It's nothing abstract, or abstract. I don't know how you say it in English. Everything is really practical, and you can visualize it. So when it comes to visualization, it's good that each one of us visualizes who he was and who he wants to be. That visualization is very important. I was telling somebody today to write that I have to be, I owe fidelity to my dream. And if you write it in your room, you have accountability against yourself, against your dream. And it's really important to do that, because there are some days where you can ask questions. You will be asking yourself, I am in the right track with my life today? In order for me to be in the right track, what are the elements I have already that would help me go the way? And I think this, our project, this, our movement is one of them. So I need to go to the people who understand the people who help me grow, the people who talk the same language I have, who understand what it is to have a vision, what it is to project oneself to something better, because I have seen a lot of bitterness, and I want to change that bitterness. Who are the people who can do that with me? Not someone who is not sure of himself. And talking about being sure of oneself, I see also Mr. Ash Mufare, because that's what he kept on doing, coming to reassure us and also to show us how confident he is himself. Regardless of whatever, we can feel that something has been painful, but he's not sitting in the pain. He pulls himself up and feel that responsibility of all of us who look at him saying, we are going with him in this dream. So today is not the day to sit and say, okay, I'm sitting, I'm waiting, somebody will probably do something. No, we have to pull ourselves up to write our dreams. If we can have our dreams written on a whole and read them every day, and then we pull ourselves and say, this has to be achieved. I have to go till the end. I have to find somebody to talk to today who could make me feel in my own family, the family I belong to. And that family is the family that raises me up, the family that put me up, that helped me become the better version of myself. I think that's where we stand as of today. And our company is just taking us upper and upper. We have left the lower levels where we had to prepare everything, the concrete, the this, the that, the sand, and this. Now we are at another level where we will start really building the walls of the building. That's where we are. And I invite all of us to be part of it and to take our responsibility if we still want to be, because there is no obligation to be part of the project. If you don't feel it, you may shift the time to make sure, and then you come whenever you feel ready. But please, not taking the others down with you. We have to respect the dream of each and every one. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Francine. That's great. Collins, back to you. I know you were partway through your sentence and you've probably forgotten, but we'll pass the buck back to you, my friend.
Thank you, Francine. I don't know what happened when my mind just like blew up. Yeah, so let me just go back again and rethink. It's just like about, you need to surround yourself first with positive people. This is not a business. It's not merely a business. It's a movement. And in a movement, you surround yourself with positive people. People will uplift you, not people like Francine said, not people who try to pull you down. Because there are many people, if they can't get it, or they have what they already have in mind, if they are not seeing what they want to achieve, the next thing is to say, you know what, I will bring everybody down. And I don't think that's the right people we have to surround ourselves with. Sometimes we write on chat, we said, oh, good news is coming. Yes, good news is coming. What will you do with that good news? Like Andy said, you prepare. Good news will come. When we talk about good news, it's about this. But what are you going to do? Because the reason why Mr. Ashmufara is building this, when he said it's not merely a company, it is a movement. We have the vehicle, which is the vision, and we have the mission, which is humanity. So they've given you the vehicle, and soon the vehicle will be revealed. When the vehicle is revealed to you, how do you build up yourself using that vehicle so that you can be a blessing to others? That's exactly what Mr. Ashmufara is teaching us. That's where he wants to take us to get to that point where you will start to be a blessing for others. That is why he is putting all the effort, the sleepless night, everything Last time there was a webinar, I said, if it was just for Mr. Ash Mufara to put something in our pocket, then we go have it, hallelujah, thank you, sleep with it. I don't think he will waste his time, because it's just waste of time. It means he will never fulfill his dream. The dream is about humanity. I want to lift you up so that you can lift others up, and the next person lift the next person up. Can be whatever you want to do, through education, through community development, whatever, as long as the tool is presented to you. What will you do? That was the question I asked myself. How prepared am I? Have I really understand Mr. Ash Mufara dreams, the vision and the mission, the reason why he is building this company? Or am I here just to say, wow, when is it coming? Give me this. That's the question we have to ask ourselves. Because if I am the one building something to be a blessing to others, and I see something like this where people doesn't really understand the reason I'm going through all of this, the next thing will be like, do I need to stop? Or do I need to change people, to find those who will really understand why I'm putting all this effort? Let us not allow Mr. Ash Mufara effort to go in vain, especially when this new vehicle is revealed. Our own is not only happiness. Good things come with responsibility. Sometimes they can place something to you, but it comes with responsibility. If you understand why this man is doing what he is doing, that is a big responsibility handed over to all of us. He is playing his part, and he will take that part, hand it over to us. That is huge responsibility. What do you do next? After you've done A, B, C, what do you do next? Are you the one who will slip over it and say, you know what, I care less. I'm here. I've been here for 5 years or 2 years or 3 years. There is no need to help others. Let the rest go and suffer and die. It means you will never fulfill the dream of Mr. Ash Mufara. So it comes with learning. It comes with understanding. It comes with surrounding yourself with those who understand why Mr. Ash Mufara is building this. It comes with those who understand the vision and the mission, and those who uplift you to tell you it is not yet over. Like Red was saying today, Red have been here for 8 years. Those who came 2018, 8 years. And Red is still fired up. Peter Rogers, same. And there are many others. There are those who have just disappeared, which is okay. Because they said many are called, few are chosen. The moment they start to understand the mission and vision, and they said, no, I cannot handle this anymore, they disappear, which is still good. But you know what? Those who will understand, stay the course, getting to that point where they will start to realize and being a blessing to others. These are the people who will have that 100% fulfillment of this dream, the mission and the vision, because it comes with price, responsibility. But again, I'm just so happy to be here, Andy. That's why sometimes when I think about the mission, I think about the vision, it's just crazy. It is just crazy. They give you a cup of tea. Like I said sometime in the webinar, I said, I will give you, a candy shop. And when you get in, you are in a supermarket. I give you a bucket of water, and when you dive in it, it's an ocean. To make that type of statement, it is massive, because he can see it clearly where he is taking us to. At that point where you will not only realize your dream, but you will be a blessing to others, because that is the end game of what Ms. Ash is doing. So, Andy, thank you. I'll leave it there.
Thanks, Collins. I'm going to cover this point that Ravi's made. First of all, yes, there are many thousands that are in financial difficulty right now. I get that. Now, you want details from Ash. Specifically, you want to know exactly about the money. I said earlier on, and I make this very clear, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not something that it's going to launch and you're going to be a millionaire. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. Now, the other thing, and the other reason that Ash is keeping his cards close to his chest, is because, unfortunately, the last time he explained everything, and Chinese whispers occurred. So the story changes every time it's passed on to somebody else, and then we're going to make millions. No, it doesn't work like that at all. The best thing you can do, Ravi, and to everybody else that's listening, the best thing you can do is to keep your eye on what's going on in the back office, in the OES, find out exactly what is happening, keep up to date with the news that's being put into the OES, and plan, do some planning. Yeah, it gives you that forward thinking. You're not going to just sit there and make millions. It doesn't work like that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us today, Francine. Really enjoyed it. We'll have to get you back, my darling. And thank you all for joining us today as well. And hopefully we shall see you again next Tuesday. I was home early enough today. Yippee. Thanks, guys. See you soon.